T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is good, everybody? Top of the morning. It's Thursday. Don't ever go live on a Thursday morning like this. I mean, I don't even really give anyone a heads up. So this is going to be just kind of a video I'm going to just drop real quick, I figured, because lately there's been a lot of people upset with my actions and wondering, like, who is this guy and why does he, like, who does he think he is, attacking people. And I figured, why not just for the people who don't know who the hell I am or how I am, and not to give myself any excuses, I said, fuck it, I'm just going to go live. But before we get into all that, listen, it's still a YouTube channel. This is still a video. So do your boy a favor. It's your first time listening in. If it's your first time tapping in, what is good? This is primarily a reptile channel. Unfortunately, lately, it's always about the reptiles, but unfortunately, this isn't going to be wrapped around reptiles. This is just going to be wrapped around a video, kind of, I guess, explaining my actions and explaining to people out there who don't really understand my personality and how I am. Okay, first and foremost. So again, if this is your first time tapping in, if you don't know what's going on, just skip this and go look at the awesome reptile content that I put out with some of the best people in the game. Okay, and that's what makes this channel relevant, just first and foremost. But then, yeah, drop a like, drop a dislike, drop a comment. Let me know what you think all around. And I appreciate all my love and support. I want to say shout out to all my Patreon members. Honestly, my Patreon members, you guys are my heart. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, guys, man, who is MJ? Fuck, man. Wait, hold on. Check. Check. Oh my God. Well, that's what happens. That's what you get for not mic checking. All right, so now we have to do this over, don't we? At least it was only 2 minutes without the mic on. My bad, guys. And I would have known if I was looking at the comments, but I'm not even trying to look at the comments. But guys, what is good, everybody? I'm your boy MJ. Welcome to the Trap Talk podcast. I don't normally go live on a Thursday morning like this. This is very rare form for MJ, but I figured this is something I got to do just because there's people out there. There's people not happy with my actions. Let's just say that. And I thought they don't have a reason to be. I just figured people who've known me for a while know how I work. I keep it 110% accurate. Like, there's no faking what I do. Okay. Some of that could be very offensive and hurtful to people because here's the thing. I'm not really, I can't say I'm not smart. I'm smart at some things, but some things I don't have compassion for. And I want to have compassion for people who are in a place in life where they're not happy. They wish they were in a better position or whatever. They wish they had better snakes, whatever the case was. There's just people who aren't as fortunate. And, I don't know. I've been very unfortunate, but I feel like because of me, I feel like anytime I've been unfortunate is because of what I was doing in my life. Was I too busy in other people's lives? Was I fucking bagging on people and not worrying about myself? You know what I mean? And so I got to tell everyone out there that this reptile game has changed me so much. And if you're thinking, what is this guy talking about change? Like he's an asshole. No, listen, you don't fucking even know who I used to be before this, man. I'm nobody to, as much as I'm an influencer, as people want to call me, or an ambassador, I never signed up to be an ambassador. I did this podcast because I want information the way I want my information. I want it 100%. I don't want it watered down. I don't want somebody to tell me I can't cuss. I don't want somebody to tell me I can't smoke. And if you rock with that, you rock with that. If you don't, go to the next podcast or go to the next content. Go ahead. Nobody is forcing you to watch this. First and foremost, that's always been my mindset, right? Mind you, this podcast has really picked up. I mean, not really subscriber numbers compared to fucking all these other influencers, but to me, organically, man, this podcast has just taken off to a whole nother level. And we're in a different position now. The thing is, I have old habits that I'm not proud of. I have old ways. Dude, honestly, I fucking hate bullies, man. I can't say I never made fun of kids growing up, but I've been on the other end of the stick of getting bullied, and it made me want to stand up. Like one thing, gangsters used to bully me all the time because I was light skinned and they thought I wasn't Mexican. So I used to get fucking bullied all the time. So bullying is so like, an opinion. Like when you have an opinion on somebody, everyone has, people have opinions on me all the time. I mean, I don't think how someone truly feels about a certain way is really bullying just because they have a platform, right? Now, mind you, I do know that people are sensitive out there. And I will openly admit that I've been out of line talking shit on certain people that maybe I shouldn't have. First and foremost, I will say openly, I am so sorry to Shane Kelly, okay? I'm sorry because his name should have never been brought up with what was going on during that podcast. It was kind of a bitch move for me to throw him in there just because I was so upset at the current situation that I figured why not fuck him too. But honestly, like, let me tell you about Shane Kelly. Shane Kelly came into this game maybe just a little over a year than I did, okay? I've never seen a guy want it as bad as Shane Kelly. The guy literally has a huge heart. He's a fucking good guy, okay? The thing with me and good guys is, I don't know. Me and Shane have an understanding. Like, there's been times where, I've maybe done things that were pretty outlandish, but, Shane and I talked about it and stuff. I always thought Shane was that guy to where if there was a problem, if there was something he needed to talk to me about, we would talk before anything else, right? But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. I guess Shane was very unhappy with me and I had no idea. And like, he unfollowed me and then, was kind of rallying up behind these people who, want to cancel me, right? So they're basically people trying to cancel me right now, by the way, okay? So just mind you. But anyways, so I was really thrown off by that. Like, Shane Kelly, you threw me a curveball, buddy. Like, I was like, that kind of hurt my feelings. No cap. I was like, what? Why? Like, why wouldn't you fucking just talk to me first, But, he's his own man. He could handle things the way he wants to handle them. And that's how he handled them. And it's unfortunate that he's siding with somebody who, like, on paper, document facts, like voice recording, everything is on facts on the type of person he supports, on how that's really, like, we don't want to go down that route. If you want to catch that episode, watch the Who is Sean Bradley episode, and that will tell you everything about that. But that right there to me was like it fucking was like a gut wrenching. That's like, I mean, okay, it wasn't as bad as like Miguel liking somebody like Sean Bradley, but there's nothing. I mean, only because Miguel and I are a lot closer. We talk a lot and stuff. Like me and Shane, ever since he left Cali, like we haven't talked, but we've always been cool. So I just always thought I was cool with Shane Kelly, but no, Shane's not happy with me, and he has a reason to be, because not only did I come at Shane sideways and incorrectly, but I also came after some of people who are important to him in the same manner almost as Shane. Okay. So as you see here, I myself have created a pattern to be dropping people's names where I shouldn't be dropping their names. I've been, obviously been, making fun of them, been making fun of them, like, like a bully. Okay. So, I'm not happy about that for sure. I got to own the shit that I do, and I do own everything. I need to own the fact that I have like these bad toxic habits that, like, when there's an issue, right? And God bless you guys, you guys know I'm all about my animals. Come on. Who out there knows I'm all about my animals? I rock with nothing but my animals. That's what gets me out of bed. Why do you think the higher tier of this industry all fucks with me? Because they know my passion with the animals. Okay. But I want to carry that with the people. I do. I want to kind of stop being this guy who kind of draws the line in the sand and kind of like says, well, you guys are over there and I'm over here. Because at the end of the day, like, one thing that is kind of annoying, even with my own content, is seeing like stuff talked about that just draws more division. And I'm not going to lie. I ended last year poorly. Unfortunately, I had a solid game plan. Anyone out there knows my game plan was to bring the 3 top people I've never saw eye to eye with within the last few years in the industry, and then just work it out. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if you sit down with people, like imagine if the majority of the industry could sit down with each other. Imagine that. Most of this shit would be worked out. I could tell you that right now. All this shit would be worked out if you would just sit down and talk to each other. Okay. I'm not going to say any names, but there's somebody a part of this cancel culture, or was, I should say. Shout out to this guy. I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna keep it respectful. But there was somebody huge a part of this cancel culture. And I woke up this morning and his text said, "Why you block Shane Kelly, you pussy? You're a bitch." And mind you guys, I get stuff like this. Not all the time, but here we go, right? So I'm like, all right, here we go. Tough guy in the fucking DMs. All right, tell me more. And he just like, we'll go to Daytona. Like he just started going off. And I was like, you want to talk? And I don't ever do this. By the way, normally I just block, see you later. But I've seen this guy. Here's the thing. You want to know why I said I want to talk to this guy? Because I seen this guy in my podcasts. I seen that he supported me at one point. I seen him on Chris Eaton's show. Okay, I got to shut up. Anyways, I was like, okay, this is like there maybe there's reasoning behind talking to this guy, even though he's telling you fuck you, like sending me pictures of flipping me off. Like he's in his feelings, right? But I was like, hey, let's talk. So we talked for over an hour on the phone. Legit. 6 a.m. I don't know. It was like 5:30 to 6:30. I'm up. By the way, guys, I grind. Okay. I fucking grind. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. But 6 a.m., 6:30, we end the phone call for over an hour. And I don't want to say we're best friends, but goddamn, do we see more eye to eye now? Like we are like, because guess what? He had what he had to say, and I didn't overtalk him. We didn't and I said what I had to say. By the time we were both talking, it was like, yeah, there's no issue because I admit to the things I'm wrong at. I should have never said Shane's name. I admit that. Okay. Other people's names. Here we go. I'm trying to laugh. It's not funny, but I'm just saying other people's names. Even though, I don't want to call them daggers. They're like, I guess they're little darts with like a rounded edge. Like there's darts they're like darts being thrown at me that just bounce off. Like they don't even hurt. So I don't know why I respond to people who are just throwing like hurtless darts at me. My toxic side wanting to fucking go there. But if I can't tell you this was a learning experience, then I can't tell you anything in life was a learning experience, because this was a huge learning experience for me. I got to handle myself differently. And honestly, like I said about 2022 and not ending on the note I really wanted to end with, I came into 2023 saying, fuck the drama, man. I'm good. I'm really good at talking about snake content. I really am. Come on, let's be honest about that. So I have a game plan. My game plan is sticking to the snakes, sticking to what I do. I do it all. I mean, I don't do it all, but I work with so much different shit that people like love talking to me about. And it's awesome. It's a blessing. So I don't want to make my life harder anymore. I don't, because that saying, you are your own enemy. Dude, I've been my own enemy my whole life. Like as much as this mouth has got me popular, this mouth has got me into a lot of trouble. So I don't know. Listen, anyone besides the names I mentioned, even though I only mentioned Shane's name, because I got to say, Shane is somebody I am kind of hurt about. I fucked up. I fucked that up. He had the right to put that video out on me. You call somebody out, they have a right to respond. That's just what it is, right? Is it a little daytime Emmy fucking Oscar award winning? I mean, a little bit, but hey, some people. Here's the thing too, right? Like if Shane Kelly was really about this, then he would at some point, and I'm not telling him to, but at one point we could talk about this, right? If anyone's all about evolving and let's move on, then maybe at some point, if he wants, we could talk about this, because Shane has, man, there's some people who can't, like, there's no coming back from certain things, I feel like, right? Shane by far has never done anything for me not to want to, hash things out with him. Like I said, he is a big influence. He's been around, he's held it down. He's moved from Cali to Tennessee, I believe he's at, and he's good, man. Shane's a good guy. All right. So, and I'm gonna say, no matter how he feels about me now, I'm gonna say that right now, that that was probably my biggest regret out of anything that's going on right now. I don't regret hardly anything else besides mentioning Shane and anyone else innocent that I should have mentioned. Even that girl in Canada, the pet girl, I should have left her alone. And I'm sorry, I don't know her name, and I don't want to call her snake page name because I'll mess it up and people are going to think I'm making fun of her, and I just don't know it. It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I'm also apologizing to her, and that's it, to be honest. I mean, no one else. I don't really, no, not at all. But either way, guys, I'm learning just want to let you know, guys, I am a work in progress. I want to say within the last 3 years, I really started like focusing like how I could be better. I would say within the last year, I started writing affirmations, reading books, and like, finally doing stuff that my mind should be doing. So very immature for 37 years old. I will say that right now. I have no problem saying that. But guys, I'm sorry for this. I really am. MJ is MJ. I'm not going to change anything. I'm still going to be who I am. I'm just going to be more mindful. I'm going to have more compassion for people, because it is like all this could be gone. Like I could be the one on the shit end of the stick. I mean, come on, we're all going to die at some point, right? So at the end of the day, I definitely put energy out there, making it seem like I'm a lot better than other people. And I'm sorry for that. I really am, because I'm not better than anybody. We're all on the same page, man. What makes this show is the guest. So I'm not shit. It's really all the guests making this show. So I do want to say thank you to all my guests who have come onto this show, all the guests who continue to come on my show. I want to say thank you to all my love and support. I want to say shout out to my Patreon members, because I mean, man, I love my Patreon members, dude. I really do. I feel like my circle is so complete that it makes me not want to give a fuck, but that's my problem. Just because my circle is where it's at and I love my people and it's growing, it doesn't mean I shouldn't care about others. So I'm going to do my best, but the thing is, talk is cheap, and I'm going to start here, right here on this podcast, that this drama shit is done. I will still speak facts. Like I will still talk shit about anyone who believes in weekly water changes. I will still, listen, I don't support live feeding videos, and I'm not going to go down that route, but I don't care how you feel about me, but for you to support someone who does live feeding videos just to talk about me, guys, we should really all think about this here. This is kind of like that girl wanting to go to PETA because of Bob Clark. Can we really just reset our thinking here, guys, and just understand that, okay, MJ's just a dick sometimes, if not all the time. And I am, dude. I'm a big dick. I'm not going to lie. I mean, dude. I'm a fucking asshole. I mean, I am. I'm a fucking asshole. I love my people, and I want to, but the thing is, you guys are my people out there watching. Even if you're not a part of my Patreon page, you're my people. And I do this for you guys and me now. I used to just do it for me, but honestly, guys, the production that I've invested in with this, everything I got going on 2023, you guys saw what I did in 2022, 2023, it's not going to go down whatsoever. And it's all because of my love and support. But I don't need to cap my love and support. And I feel like what I'm doing right now is hurting the trap by capping the love and support I could be getting, by kind of like shunning some certain people out, where I'm not trying to do that. Okay. I don't want to do that at all, because we are all in this together. And I can't sit here on a show saying it's all about the animals. We're all in this together if I'm not doing that. So MJ is going to work on this. All right. I want to say I'm sorry to my sponsors. Seriously, sorry to my sponsors who had to receive messages about how you shouldn't be supporting me. It's that right there. It's like, fuck, really? Like, my first taste of cancel culture. I mean, I don't even think it was this bad for the Chris Surgery thing. Well, then mind you, I wasn't, I didn't have that much support, but what's crazy is when people see the support you have, and when they know financially you're backed up, and financially they're not backed up by anything, they want to rip that down. So unfortunately, there's a lot of people who probably are hurting in life that want to see me hurting in life. And, that's unfortunate, but I want to say thank you to all my sponsors who stuck with me. Seriously. I love you guys. I mean, it's crazy how many people called me, like asking me like, whoa. And then, but listen, my sponsors, for one thing, I don't need this video wasn't for my sponsors, because my sponsors know who I am. My sponsors really, really support me. My sponsors aren't somebody who just like, oh, I stumbled across your podcast, let me pay you. No, my sponsors been watching me. My sponsors been fucking with me, and they're always gonna fuck with me. Okay, but I want you guys to fuck with me. Okay, I want us all to fuck with each other, kinda. Okay, like I said, kinda. There's some people out there where there's no coming back from the shit that I've seen and heard and smelled. It's never you're gone and never coming back, and that's that. So let's keep it relevant. MJ's here to stay. Whew, am I here to stay? God damn. Shout out to all my people in the comments. Listen, I'm not even looking at that because I had to stay focused on this this video here. Okay, guys. Yeah, guys, listen. I have a big day ahead of me. Okay, I have a lot of chores. I got people coming in from Pomona, so I had to make this video first and foremost. Do it on the live. I'm sorry for it being silent for the first couple of minutes, but you know, here we are. We made it happen. So I will see you guys at Pomona. Who's ready for Pomona? Pomona's happening this weekend. Reptile Super Show. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm bending for the very first time. Can you believe it? Roll up to my table. I'm right next to Matthew Summers. And there's gonna be a lot of other heavy hitters out there, man. And be ready with the crew who I have coming with me this weekend. Also, be ready for our podcast Saturday night with Mark Bailey, Saturday evening with Mark Bailey, live and direct from Pomona show. Okay, so a lot of you guys that are new into the game aren't too gamed up on Mark Bailey, and I feel like this is a very important episode for anyone out there to kind of tap in on and see what Mark Bailey is to this industry and where he's been and what he's done. This guy is just no joke. So yeah, shout out to my boy Mark Bailey. And then guys, how can I not forget? It's going down tonight. Woo! Who is ready? Gary Shavino. It took me over 2 years to get this guy on the show, and it's happening. Episode 287, GS Reptiles, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Set your reminder because it's all going down. Guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I meant everything I said tonight or today. I always think it's tonight, but it's morning. I got work to do, man. But this was something I had to do. This is work. This is taking care of work, taking care of business. Guys, at the end of the day, if you want to stop being a piece of shit in life, own that you're a piece of shit and then do something about it. I'll see you guys tonight and have a good night. Good morning. That's what I meant. And I'm out.